Okay, so let's talk about a p-value, which is short for probability value. So a p-value is an area that's related to the test statistic, which is a number on the number line. P-value, which stands for probability value, is the area adjacent to the related test statistic. The test statistic, which is a number line value, establishes the boundary adjacent to the p-value, which is an area. And that's what I've shown here in this illustration. So we've got this boundary that's established by our test statistic, and that test statistic came from our sample data. Okay, and the area adjacent to that test statistic, that is your p-value. So you can see that the p-value is related to the test statistic. You don't want to confuse these two with a critical value and the significance level, because I could draw a nearly identical picture where we've got another right-tailed distribution where this is a critical value and the area to the right of the critical value is the significance level. That's this area. Okay, but they are very similar. The critical value is a value on the number line that is related to this area, which is the significance level. So a value on the number line is related to the area adjacent to it. Just like the test statistic, which is a value on the number line, is related to the area next to it, and we call that area a p-value. So don't confuse significance level as an area with a p-value. Those are two different things. But given that they are two different things, we can compare area to area. Okay, that would be like comparing apples to apples. And we can compare critical value to test statistic. That would be like comparing oranges to oranges. And in fact, we'll be doing that. We're going to be comparing the area of the significance level to the area of the p-value and using that to determine whether we're going to reject the null hypothesis or fail to reject the null hypothesis. And we'll be able to come to an identical conclusion if instead of comparing the significance level with the p-value, if we compare the critical value with the test statistic, we'll be able to either determine whether we're going to reject the null or fail to reject the null. Two ways to get the same answer. All right. Okay, so that's what probability value is and how it's similar but different from a significance level. All right. All right, let's stop there. Let me know if you have any questions.